first up, we have a fireside chat, a post-pandemic gaming market analysis. And joining us for that, we have Govindraj from Appsealing, and he'll be joined by our newly appointed features editor at PG.biz, Matthew Forde. So they should be joining right now.
Hello.
Hi.
There is Matthew.
Hey,
Hi,
how's it
Matthew.
going?
Not bad, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad, cheers.
Good,
Surviving.
Good. Of course. We should have Govindraj as well coming in now.
Hi, Matthew. Hi, Daniele.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good. Can you?
Good.
Okay. Can you see me?
Here we
now?
go.
Yeah, we can see you now. Brilliant.
Hi, Govindraj.
Hi, Matthew. Hi, Daniele. Thank you for having me here.
No worries. Great to have you. If you guys are ready to go, I will mute and let you guys crack on with the fireside chat.
Absolutely.
Great.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cheers. How's it going, Govindraj?
Good. Very good. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Yeah, looking forward to this. So yes, welcome everyone. The first talk we're doing today is, as Daniel mentioned, a fireside chat on post-pandemic gaming market analysis. This is how the pandemic has impacted the gaming market in terms of downloads and revenue, and how hackers have evolved to carry out attacks on gaming apps. So to start off, well, first of all, I'll just give you a quick brief background on myself. As Daniel mentioned, I'm the features editor at PG.biz. I also appear on the podcast now and then, and general feature stuff, as you imagine. So Govindraj, do you want to give a quick brief background on yourself?
Yeah. So my name is Govindraj Basatwar. I take care of Appsealing, overall business and sales and the revenue management of Appsealing. And Appsealing is the gaming application protection solution. We have offices in US, India, and South Korea. So that is just short introduction about me and my company.
Yeah, good stuff. Okay, we'll get right into it then. So the first question, I think, is what do you think have been the biggest challenges for the gaming industry in 2020? And how long do you think we will see these repercussions last?
The gaming industry, I would see lots of challenges in the gaming industry. Just not one. I would say the gaming market, when the gaming studios are or any gaming companies, the challenges are what they are facing is they are not able to target the right audience. Mm-hmm. It's not easy to find out the right audience because it's not even though easy of fragmented of OS. There are lots of OS and platforms are there. Technology wise, it's a limitations to take care all the platform and all the OS. Then there are issues like how to get notice your game. There are thousands and thousands games are available in the market.
Yes,
how do you
visibility, of course, is always a big issue.
Correct. How do you get noticed about that? That are the challenges. But in terms of the biggest challenge, I would see the farming of the monetization model. When you can prepare the game itself, but how do you monetize that? That's a major issue, I would say. Okay. Like API model, in-app purchase. How do you create in-app purchase model itself? It is stage-wise, or are you doing anything related to selling in-app stuff, or paid subscription, or how do you monetize the ads in the gaming? Sometimes most of the games app does not require in-app purchase. They are not able to generate the revenue from in-app purchases, but majorly revenue generated from ads. So how do you manage that ads? And then the major upcoming trends are coming in game personalization. So I will talk about a little bit on game personalization. So these days, the gaming personalization is the vast and the upcoming trend, I would say, because when you start off understanding the mindset of the user, how he wanted to play, and similar game I can able to show off on the same screen, and I can take him to the next level. So if I can create a personalization on each stages and each title, so that will make me that user will stick to me for the longer time period. And my game studio are creating new games, so I can sell the different game titles to the same user. So that means I can get more user, and those will loyal customers, I would say, and I will stick to that loyal customer.
So tailoring the experience to each
Yes,
player goes a long way, you say. So
exactly.
yeah.
So it's all about, it will talk about the experience and the level of intimacy with the user. And the second major, I would see the securing the mobile games or gaming and protect your revenue. So if you see in the market, so it's when we talk about year 2020, there are lots of challenges and opportunities. So for everyone, 2020 is will worst, I would say.
Yeah.
But for the entertainment market and gaming market, it's a boom, because
Yes.
most of the people sitting at home, and uh, they are investing their time on their mobile phone, watching movies or playing games, which means the gaming revenue, gaming user, the increasing rapidly. So as per the data, the mobile measurement firm Adjust found the mobile game the downloads has been increased by 75%. Sorry, in quarter one. Because this is all due to the COVID-19 issue, because most of the people are sitting at home and they are consuming the gaming or the content, movie content online.
Makes sense. Yeah. It's also interesting because I think it was a talk yesterday, funny enough, that was talking about South Korea, and they've seen a massive influx as well. I think it was 600% of since COVID started. So whenever that was, February, January, that sort of time, earlier this year, they're still seeing that increase going, even though like they're potentially coming out of it in many ways.
Correct. Yeah. So South Korea market is a little bit different. The gaming market is that it has been increased a lot, and similarly, the India market is also grown up very fast for the gaming, because huge population.
Yeah, of course.
And of course, China is there for the gaming. So these numbers are growing, the MAUs are growing, the stickiness of the users are growing, downloads are growing, but simultaneously vulnerabilities also get exposed. Uh, so McAfee reports understand that uh, the gaming threats are increased more than 43%, and the security challenges are pretty high in the market, and developers has facing lots of issues with uh, going into the market, because there are certain limitations with developers also, because game developer they can pretty much interested on the gaming engine and their feature set, but the wrapper of solution or security or platforms, it's a different ball altogether. So this is, I think, in 2020 for gaming and entertainment market is always up. So I would say for gaming and entertainment, it's a good year for 2020.
Good time for gaming, bad time for the rest of the world. So specifically, what sort of genres would you say benefited most during the pandemic?
So in genres, it's depend to country, I would say. So in overall, in terms of the global outlook, I would say RPG has the benefited genre, and in Southeast Asia, RMG, it's a real money gaming. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of RMG, real money gaming.
Yeah, I think, do you want to give a brief overview for people?
Yeah. So the real money gaming is started on a basis of skilled gaming. So it's not like a casinos, but it's required a skilled. So if you have a skill, you can earn the money on a real cash. So that is not real cash, but you can. It's a digital cash, I would say. You will get the money on a wallet and you can spend it. So this is RMG has started legitimated business in India on terms of a skilled gaming under the skilled gaming. In India, Indonesia, China, and Southeast Asian countries, I would understand the RMG gaming is most benefited because of people are playing the RMG gaming, and also they are playing the cricket or carom sort of games on RMG. So in Southeast Asia, I understand most of the people are playing caroms and the cricket matches RMG games. And what they are doing it, most of the companies are made a super apps. In the same app, you can able to get 10-15 applications, games. So user are keep switching the games within the same app. That means they are just creating super app, and in that super app you can play as much as 25 games. So user is not going back to some other application, and he is not downloading the application. In the same platform he is getting all the application. uh, and what they are using it, they are using personalization. If you liked the sport sort of genre, they will start showing you the sports one, like chess, carom, uh, indoor activities, or crickets, baseball, that sort of game titles they will show up.
So again, it's coming back to that tailored experience.
Yes,
I'll
tailored
do that.
experience. Correct, you're right.
Right. Can I? So over the last 2 years, and more recently, obviously in lockdown, there's been a rise in attacks on gaming apps. Be that attempts to access someone's personal details or way to exploit data. Tell us how and why this has grown more and more.
Wow. So in the popularity of mobile games or the PC games, it has been, uh, there have been multiple reasons to attack popular games app. For example, the hacking allow gamers to access premium feature of game without being there to, and they need not to pay the money. It's like a in-app purchase hack. It will affect you the revenue directly. And what other people are doing it, like most of the gamers scots from forum to forum, look for the hack that could give them advantage over the other players. Such gamer chasing personal glory end up installing hacks at and compromised. Then there are hackers who are looking into personal information of user to be sold on a dark web. Whatever the hackers reason to be, since security is not a prime concern of app developer or a game studio, the mobile gaming industry is sitting duck for running malicious code. And that hacker who has provided that miscellaneous code, he can get access that sort of data anytime, anywhere, and he can harm the overall your business and the data of user, the sensitive information, I would say. And there are other things are also available, like the jailbreaker or routing detections. People are trying to get into the code of the games, IPA frauds, and the gamers also offering it's our opening. Most of the what are the gamers are using obfuscation, not the encryption level techniques.
So for those that are maybe not aware, what would you say, why does mobile game security matter? Especially, more than ever.
Yeah, okay. So overall, if you think of, you wanted to protect the revenue, you wanted to protect your brand, if you wanted to protect their identity. So, if you search on a Google, you will able to understand there are many hacking tools are available in the market. And if you have a good brand, and people are start searching about your brand, and they can also able to search how to hack this game. This is pretty harmful for the gamers, the gaming companies, studios, or publishers. uh, if most of the people are started surfing on internet, and if they are able to understand, and they can able to access that hacked file or the hacked APK, then it's a loss for brand and revenue both.
What would you say are the latest security trends that are affecting the gaming industry?
Wow, so there are, I think, there are lots of security trends are in the industry. I would maybe I can throw some data on Akamai. Akamai is, I think, world's largest CDN provider. What they have studied for the gaming industry between July 2018 and June 2020, they have concluded that under Sever's 10 of hackers, it detect almost 10 million credential stuffing attack in this period. And which has facilitated by login credential purchased on a dark web, means your most of the data as sold on a dark web. Another trend, compromising of device and account security through the phishing attack. And the common attack attempt is the SQL injection and local file inclusion methods. And normal, on the normal game sites has been attacked on DDoS attack.
Okay.
So these are the challenges already there, and technology should be evolved, I guess, to handle these sort of situations.
Yeah, well, that brings me nicely onto my next question, with how has technology evolved over the last 12 months, which has contributed to this increased amount of attacks?
Day by day, if your games or the titles are getting popular, you will find out most of the cheating tool or most of the reverse engineering packets are available in the market. So that means the hackers are trying, they're getting smarter day by day, and they are doing lots of automated ways, like speed hacks, data scanning, uh, stat manipulation, in-app purchase, simulation, ad removal, level of impletion. Maybe I can share you some of one of the pain points of the gaming. So as I shared, most of the revenues coming from ad, and what hackers are doing, they are removing the ad engine from the game, and they are putting their ad engine, which means the game developer or game publisher losing the revenue from ads, and they have created the game, but they are not getting the ads revenue. But someone else who has made the switching ad engine removal and putting their engine, so they are getting the revenue. So that's happening in the real world, and there are many cheating tools are available, like Xmod, Lucky Patcher, Cheat Engine, Freedom APK, Game Guardian. Game Guardian is, I think, the major cheat tools available in the market. SB Game Hacker, Game Killer. With these tools, the user can inject code to manipulate values of game apps without even how to hack app operate. Means the normal hackers, the normal user can also use the cheating tool, because most of the things are getting automated.
Okay, I'm going to skip ahead just a little bit, just because time's obviously running along. So what is the mobile game black ecosystem, and how does it affect developers, publishers, and consumers?
Sorry, what is the
Mobile game black ecosystem.
Oh, okay. Uh, so I think the mobile game ecosystem is depend how the 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 user, the game app, the providers utilizing the whole ecosystem. Most of in we are a game application security. What we have studied in the hacking scenario in the game mobile called the black ecosystem witnessed that's on the problem of the hackers can navigate to the dark web, and that analysis shows that more than 100 cheating apps are available in the market, and uh, majorly threats are coming from the China.
Okay.
And in gaming app there is two worlds, I would say. One is China world and rest world.
Yeah.
So there are many things are available. If you have launched in somewhere in Europe, the same game are available in the Chinese app store. Uh, there is major. There are. I think I would share one of the major case study done by one of the game publisher. Their game has been published that was pretty hit in US and Europe side. I love coffee, and the same game has been published in a Chinese market, just removing the ad engine and in-app purchases and just little bit code modification. So that is actually pretty exposed and pretty dangerous for the game developers to do that.
Okay. So a big issue is obviously hackers and cheaters affecting competitive multiplayer games. That's obviously a growing issue, especially early on in a game's life cycle. How much resource should be put in by the developer or publisher to make sure this doesn't happen?
I think multiplayer games are the prime target for the hackers because the popularity and the ARPU is pretty good. People love multiplayer games. The aim of hackers are give unfair advantage to the user using using the tools and processes like aimbot and trigger bot. So in a trigger bot, if you preset the value, and in that case you don't have to play it will pre trigger and it will automatically play back. So the cheater fire using this sort of bots, and when the opponent appear lag switch which manipulates the data stream to the real user, which means most of the the game publisher or game studios, they are allowing the hackers to play automated play the games, and the genuine players will be lacked off, and they will switch from that gaming to different gaming, because there is no this is unfair gaming, I would say. So this is pretty bad for the reputation, and this is pretty bad to uh, for the game studio to get access without playing the game and just win over with the bots.
So what can developers do to stop their games from being hacked?
This is pretty good question. I think the developers should be more searching on the internet, and they should get knowledge of how to protect the game apps to being reverse engineered, or how to protect the anti-tamper, anti-decompiling, or if if the hackers are trying to get into the memory access area, how to prevent that. So if the studios are looking at this sort of the feature set, I think the feature set should be preventing if they use encryption level technologies and multi-wrapped solution, then I guess it is pretty easy to tackle these sort of issues.
Mhm. Okay. Do you think the next generation gaming apps will be more equipped for dealing with hackers, cheaters, and so on?
I would say yes and no,
Mhm.
because a few gaming companies are pretty advanced, and still there are lots of gaming companies are not that much advanced to adopt new technologies in security or any upcoming trends. So in terms of security, there are many companies, they are still using the older methods of securing the gaming app like SDK or APIs, which is quite traditional ways. This is actually, I would say, issue because the games are uh, update very often. The releases are pretty often, like 2 or 3 days. They are keep upgrading the gaming's engines, or the game updates are coming in. So which means you have to integrate again the SDKs or APIs, which will take time to the market. It is not easy. So what the game developers or studios require, the wrapping solution, quick to the market. They should not be investing time to integration or APIs or SDKs. It should be quick, and the studios should get all intel what is happening with their application.
We've got a couple of questions in from audience members, so we'll hopefully try and answer these before we run out of time. So first one, indie developers, due to reduced capacity, might not have in-app protection as their main concern. Why would you advise indie developers to start on security from the start?
Okay, good questions. Why they think they would not require the security. One reason is a price. Okay, most of the indie developers, they think that the security costs super high and they cannot afford it.
Yes.
That is why they are not looking they are not looking out the security. But if they get pretty affordable the pricing model, they will go it, because we have worked many indie developers in the past, and we understand the pain points, because the game, they are not sure how much revenue they will get it from the game. That's an issue. That's the one issue. And if they are pretty sure that their game can hit in the market and they can generate revenue, they can invest on security. But if the security company started using SaaS based model, if they are not charging upfront, no setup cost, no setup, the AMC, no technical support cost. So if the security companies is offering pay as you go model, that will pretty much sure for indie developers to use the security solutions.
Okay, great. Yeah, obviously those flexible sort of models go a long way, especially in these more economic, hard times we're living through. Another one we've got is, how is Appsealing dealing with the fact that data protection rules vary a lot from country to country? And do developers need to worry about this, or does Appsealing take care of everything?
So Appsealing takes care everything, all the worries. The game developers did not worry of security, and Appsealing protect its offer 360-degree security, which means you don't have to hire the security person also. The normal developer can just seal the APK and he can download this is Appsealing is a wrapper solution. So it's create a multi-layered technologies on the APK file. And in just 10 minutes, you can download that wrapped file and you can publish on a Play Store or iOS Store. hackers trying to get into your application, it will protect. It's based on RASP, runtime self application protection. RASP is new trend of the security area. It will give you intel what is happening with your application. It is sitting top of your application, and it's protecting all sort of hacking cheat tools, reverse engineering, APK mods, in-app purchase hacks, uh, network packet sniffing and spoofing, memory access areas. There are so many things Appsealing takes care. Absolutely, indie developers, game studios, any gaming application does not require to handle the security matters if they apply the Appsealing security.
Okay, just to finish us off then, did you want to explain a bit more about Appsealing, you know, what services you offer?
Okay, so Appsealing started in South Korea with the help of lots of studios. There are lots of studios in South Korea, and we keep meeting with them, and those our customers understand the pain points to the quick time to the market. Second, they wanted to have a SaaS based model because no one knows what is the life cycle of the game. No one can predict the life cycle of game and how much it will hit.
Yeah.
So upfront paying the security is always an issue. And so we understand lots of pain points of the gaming industry. So Appsealing started for the limitedly for gaming market, but later on we have opened up for the other market. But we pretty much understand the gaming market because in South Korea is one of the largest game market in the world. And there are lots of pain points in terms of cheat tool, in terms of APK mods, in terms of routing detections or a jailbroken. So there are lots of pain points, and there are applied security solution also get bypassed. And what is happening? No one is providing the dashboard. You cannot able to see the real-time hacking detection analysis anywhere in the world. But in the Appsealing, you can able to see the real-time analysis, what is happening. If you have playing some of the game and you have opened up some emulators. So Appsealing will understand it's not usual user. This is unusual behavior. So Appsealing works on a behavior based, and it will show a dialog box that you are currently using the emulators. Please stop the emulator to if you wanted to play back, if you wanted to keep continuing playing the game. So Appsealing will understand the normal user and hackers, and it will give you the real-time analysis dashboard, the all intel, the Android IDs. Appsealing does not collect any user information. It just collect the Android ID, and it will give you the country, location, what sort of cheat the hacking attempts are happening, how many times, all the vectors, and all sort of new cheating tools available in the market. It will show up, and it will protect. So it's the protect, detect, and respond. All three system has been taken care by Appsealing.
Okay. We've got a couple of extra questions, see if we can sneak in just before the end. Does Appsealing provide the same level of security like ProGuard on the Google Play Store?
Okay. It's not the ProGuard is pretty I would say not mature. It not matching the gaming market scenario, because ProGuard does not protect the cheating tool or reverse engineering. It's just obfuscation. But in terms of Appsealing, it's a multi-layered technologies, and it's a fully compliant with gaming apps.
Okay. How would you, so one more? How is Appsealing different from SDK-based app security?
SDK-based security is, you need to invest the time for SDK integration. But in Appsealing, in just 10 minutes, you can seal the application, which means you can wrap the APK file in just 10 minutes. And you can just test it and release on the marketplace.
Okay, just one more question I want to ask before we wrap up, because I think this is important, obviously, indie studios, and we've had a few questions about that as well. Would you say overall it is affordable for small studios?
Yeah. So it's pretty affordable for the small studios because we start with $129. There is no setup cost, no AMC, no technical support cost. It's a real pay-as-you-go model. Where in $129, you will get 15,000 MADs. MADs is monthly active devices. We just count the active devices only, who has used the your game in a month, not the download or installs. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, I think that'll do us then. I think we're running out of time about anyone. But yeah, I want to say thank you very much, Govindraj, for taking time out and sharing that very interesting information. Where's the best place for people to find you? Have you got an email you can share, or possibly social media?
Yeah, so I think they can contact me by govindraj@inca.co.kr, or they can just shoot a mail on appsealing.com. We have contact us forms on our website, www.appsealing.com.
Great stuff. And yes, you can find me, so Matthew Forde, on pocketgamer.biz. You can drop me a message of anything at matthew.forde@steelmedianetwork.com, and I'm on the Twitters at Forde999. Hi, Daniel.
Great.
Hello. Brilliant talk, guys. Thank you so much for taking the time out to come and speak to us today, Govindraj. And I hope you enjoyed the rest of the conference.
Great. Thank you, Daniele. And
Perfect.
Thank you, PGC and Steel Media.
Thank you
guys.
Great to speak to you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.